Like most modellers, I like to have a rationale behind my modelling. You know, a location, a period, and a reason for the sort of trains I will be running. Although the whole layout only measures 6 feet by 4 feet, it has to be real in my mind, otherwise it's just a train set. So for some time now I have been mulling over what name to give the layout. The station is a fictitious junction set on the Southern Region line from Portsmouth to Chichester. There is a branch line leading to Hayling Island, which allows me to run a couple of my favourite locos, the Stroudley A1X or Terrier tanks, as well as mainline trains. Although the location is fictitious, it is somewhere in the area of Havant in Hampshire. The real Havant station is much bigger than mine, hence my station needed a different name. I thought for ages, and you know what? After all that thinking, I thought, I haven't a clue what to call it, and then it struck me. Why not call it Haven't a Clue? It reflects the dither I was in over the name, and also fits in with the area in which the layout is supposed to be located. Brilliant! And besides, railway modelling is supposed to be fun. Construction of the boards has been a simple project, using scraps of plastic, and only took a few hours of intermittent work to complete. For anyone new to scratch building, this would make an ideal first task. The close-up shots show that my modelling skills could be improved, but I'm hoping that once painted and installed on the layout, they will look okay from normal viewing distances. The running in boards are built onto a base which will be slotted into a hole which will be cut into the platform surfaces. They will not be fixed in place, so should I get fed up with the name I have chosen, I can remove the boards from the layout, rename them and then replace them. Stage 1 is to make what is best described as a box with no bottom, to fit fairly precisely in the rectangular hole which will be cut in the platforms. It is made out of 1.5mm thick plasticard and measures about 67mm by 15. A rectangular piece of plastic about 2mm larger all round than the box was cut out of 1mm plasticard and had a smaller rectangular hole cut inside it. It was scribed to represent paving slabs, although these don't show up too well in the video. This is glued onto the top of the box and prevents the whole lot from disappearing below the platform surface. The uprights for the board will simply be glued to the top surface and are constructed from 3mm plasticard and are about 30mm long. A cap of thin plastic was made for the tops of the posts. The piece of plastic onto which the name will be fixed was made from 1mm plastic sheet and glued between the posts. It was edged with 1mm plastic to give the impression of a frame. The completed units ready for painting. The boards were given 3 coats of precision paint Southern Region green and the paving slabs a mix of colours to match those on the platform edges. Ballast was added to give the impression of a garden which will be planted with some shrubs later. The boards were then weathered to tone down the bright green finish and they were ready for their names. The names for the boards were produced using PowerPoint to work out the font, style and size to use, and also how long to make the board. I couldn't find a font to exactly match the real thing and eventually settled on something I think is called Sigu UI Semi-Bold and a font size of 16, which looked about right. The lettering is plain white on a dark green background. The names were printed out on ordinary A4 paper with the printer set at its highest quality setting. The length and height of the name boards were cut to size and glued on using a thin coat of PVA. Well, I think the running in boards look great. Now, all I need is a layout to put them on. That's all for now. See you next time.